Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. So today we are going to do a May mid-month energy check-in and also pretty much focus on this lunar eclipse that is happening mid-month May. If you guys missed my first videos for May, I will link those down below. They still applies now. Sorry, I'm filming really late because that was more about the solar eclipse, which affects us for about 6 months. I was going to wait until tomorrow to start filming these videos, but I was just sitting in bed or on the couch kind of restless thinking about this full moon eclipse. I'm like, well, I might as well get on camera and talk about it. So we're going to go through all the signs today and see how the rest of May will go for you, and especially focusing on this eclipse. So this full moon eclipse in Scorpio, no matter what your sign is, will likely be related to some kind of karmic ending. Some things from the past may reemerge, and it's meant to teach us lessons. So we'll see where this eclipse is happening in what house, but that's just the general theme. And then of course we're going to use the tarot to see. So make sure to watch for your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign. Some people like to watch for their Venus sign. Just do whatever you feel called to do, but I recommend watching your rising sign first. That's the most predominant energy, and then after that will be your sun sign, and then after that moon. So if you listen to all 3 or 4, if you want to listen to Venus, then you'll get a more holistic overview of the rest of May and what is happening. And it's not even just May really, because we're talking about this eclipse. Eclipses have a long-lasting effect, like 6 months. So we'll see what's being released, get a better idea. And I don't know if I'm the only one that's feeling like a little uneasy and restless about this. I don't know, let me know down in the comments, and also let me know how the solar or partial solar eclipse went. But yeah, May's been a really active month. I was saying in the last video that prior to May, things felt kind of stagnant, but now we're in Mercury retrograde, we have the eclipse seasons going on, and then we have all these planets ingressing. So let's see, for the rest of May, the sun is going to Gemini, of course, on the 20th. Mercury in retrograde is going to go back into Taurus on the 22nd. And then we have Mars going into Aries and Venus going to Taurus at the end of the month. So a lot going on. And Jupiter just went into Aries as well earlier this month. So it's been an exciting month. And I'm feeling a little anxious to know what's happening. So let's get into it. Again, links will be down below for all of the signs. And watch last check-in too to get a full picture of the month. Hi Sagittarius, my fellow Saggy friends. I'm a Sagittarius rising, and this lunar eclipse has just happened. It was in our 12th house. How was it for you, or how is it? Because it's like, it's ongoing for the next 6 months. The 12th house is all about like endings, spirituality, like the unknown and hidden. And I must say, I won't get too into it because this reading's not about me, but I didn't even do any like filming or work or anything the past 2 days because I've just had some spiritual, otherworldly experiences going on. So you have to let me know how it was for you. But we're going to do a mid-month energy check-in for May to see what's going on. Maybe you haven't seen changes yet, but maybe you have, but you want to see what's going on for the next 2 weeks, and some more information on this lunar eclipse. Spirit, what's going on the rest of May for Sagittarius? What is going on the rest of May for Sagittarius? The bottom of the deck, we have Page of Wands. I am kind of giggling because I'm like taking courses. Like the pages represent like students, studies, new adventures, and the Page of Wands is like following your passion. So maybe that's something internal going on here. But let me take a look. So we have the Two of Wands reversed and the Empress for like you right now. So going into, or like right now or around this time, you feel kind of stuck and delayed. Like you have all these plans, these things you want to do, things you want to accomplish. You have big hopes and dreams, but you feel like they're just not happening fast enough. Or maybe something came in the way that slowed it down. You know, that's life. And for your environment, we have the Empress. So maybe for some of you, potentially there's some delays in plans because there's going to be an addition to the family. Maybe there's some pregnancy news in the family, I don't know, or you are, or it's just something to do with a motherly, maternal figure. But also the Empress could just be about like really nurturing something. Maybe you have to take care of your loved ones or people around you, or maybe your mother or someone similar to your mother, like a mother character, is a big part of your life right now. And I can see that too, because the background of this, we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So you may be feeling like you're stuck and like you don't have the resources you need. You don't have as much of a sense of well-being and abundance. And maybe for some of you also, maybe you've been wanting to have a family, or maybe some of you actually have, if this is relating to your mother, maybe they have passed, or maybe your connection with them hasn't been great. And if they have passed, maybe that's what's coming up again, like with this, or even just past trauma or stuff that went on, you know, in the past stuff, because this lunar eclipse is like closing out like a karmic cycle, and things from the past are coming up. So there could be some issues that arise that maybe you forgot about. They have to do with a mother figure, or maybe they passed on and you're feeling their presence, which is very possible. Maybe some of you have had issues with your own, like starting a family or your own children. In the past 2 weeks, we have here Judgment. But in this deck, it looks like, you know, I think you might have released some, like, especially with the solar eclipse. Maybe you're like, you know what, F it, I'm going to go after my dreams and try new things, especially this Page of Wands at the bottom. Just playing flute, or I don't know what that is. There's a little butterfly there. It's like you're ready to start a new cycle of your life. You're ready to move forward. And do it like, just be, what is it, like march to the beat of your own drum? Like, you don't care, you're playing like a freaking recorder, like walking down the path. You can't, like, just, you know, enjoying yourself. You're like, you know, have your own unique style. You're ready to change. If you've been feeling this stuck energy, that makes sense. For what you expect to happen, we have the Ace of Cups reversed. So maybe there has been this, you think there might be the, you expect some upset emotions to come about, or you expect some endings with a relationship, a loss of happiness. It seems, yeah, I kind of got that with the Two of Wands reversed too. It's like there's some sort of heavy feeling going on. And I think for a lot of people, it's a loss of a relationship of some sort. And what you're afraid to happen, we have the Hanged Man here, and I'm afraid, this again is making me think of that stuck feeling, like maybe something from the past has come up that you thought was gone, like, you know, you thought you did the shadow work already, and you thought you were moving forward, you know, you're like release judgment from yourself, you're like, I forgive my whoever, I forgive myself, I'm ready to go forward, you know, I did the work, and then you're realizing like you're still, it's coming up again, this eclipse season, and you're feeling still like stuck, and like immobilized by this like fear and sadness, whatever it is that comes up for you, and you really just have to like take a few days, maybe like me, I took like 2 days off and like just thought about what's going on. You know, we're all different. Definitely watch your sun, moon, and rising to maybe it'll help fill in the holes. We're not done with this yet, but yeah, I feel like you're afraid that you're going to get stuck or go back in the same trap of whatever bad things or what you consider to be negative and keeping you from progressing in life. You're afraid that you're going to be like chained down and yeah, it's something you thought was completed, thought you were okay. But the thing is, see this person's chain here. I've never noticed this turn on this deck. There's chains holding him or her, I don't know. But there's a key in the hand. So you're afraid that you're going to get stuck in this place, but you know, you were stuck there in the past and you move forward, so you can get out again. I think it's just spirit wanting you to like take some time to really do some work. I mean, we all have to do some shadow work. So I think you're just being called to reflect on these things that come up. Definitely journal. And don't hold in any like sadness or anything like that. Because I see that you're afraid that you're gonna just like become mentally unstable or sad. Like, because we have, interesting, actually for what we want, we have the King of Cups reversed. But reverse, it's like, look, when it's upright, kind of looks like he's just on his own deserted island, right? I've never looked at this card this way before, but for this reading, I'm seeing this as like, you know, he looks kind of tense to me too, and he has a telescope, and he has cat, which is great. But I feel like it's just like sitting there, like with a telescope, like looking like, I don't want to, like, what's next? Where am I going? Where are my dreams? Where are they coming true? Like, where are the people I want in my life? Where are, like, you know, I'm doing the work, and why isn't anything happening? Since it's reversed, you want to no longer just be on this island by yourself. You want progress. You don't want to be deserted. You might have feelings of abandonment and neglect coming up for a lot of you, actually. It's making sense. And it doesn't have to be maternal. With this king, too, it could be paternal. It could be anyone in your life, your whole entire lifetime. But someone that was like a parent or authority figure, more likely, or even like an older sibling or something. And maybe that feeling of abandonment or like neglect or just feeling unloved or feeling lack, you know, has kind of left a scar on you and made you maybe isolate yourself a little bit. And what you want is to get, you know, stop isolating yourself literally, like you don't want to get back in this isolation phase, because I feel like you started to get out of it, and now, yeah, it's coming up again, but it just means that there's something left to do, something to think about, to journal about. It's a little bit more work to do to finally close this chapter. So I see what happens next. We have is the Six of Pentacles, and I feel like you're going to realize very soon, like now, maybe you already have, that you're not alone. There are people around that are there to help you, especially if you're like feeling lack of abundance and material things and possessions too. Just lack of anything. Maybe you're being like slowed down. Maybe you have these new ideas. Maybe you are starting a new adventure and starting some new things in your life, and you're afraid you won't have the support of others. You're afraid you won't have like time, resources, money. But you're going to realize after you do this work, that you're only as isolated as you make yourself be. For other people involved this month, we have the Three of Wands. And it's interesting to me, starting off with the Two of Wands reversed. Three of Wands, it's making me think that the other people involved, mostly the most important figure in the next 2 weeks is going to be you yourself, and realizing your power and realizing that you can fix your problems. It's hard to come to that realization sometimes, but I think you're going to realize, if I want people in my life, if I want more abundance, if I want a happier job, if I want closure with this family member, if I want a partner, or I want to get over this, like, you know, drama, whatever happened in the past, you're going to realize I have the power. And maybe some of you guys have done on this full moon, or will do like a release ritual, like forgive people in the past, even if, you know, it still hurt you. It doesn't mean it's okay, but just like let go of that grief, let go, forgive yourself, and then start taking action. And some of you guys might be afraid to take action because of financial worries, but it looks like you will have help. But for the final outcome, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So maybe there might be this is just like, might be a minor loss. of money of some sort, but we have the Six of Pentacles here for the future too. But I think maybe you'll just have to put some money down to help. Like, it doesn't seem like too bad of a vibe. I think it's whatever this spending money is about, might be towards education, might be towards something that will help get your life pushed forward. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be invested and it'll come back like tenfold, like eventually, you know, like maybe even seeing a therapist or something like that, or like taking coaching lessons, or starting a new program to learn your hobby, and just maybe even just doing like online things just to work through this stuff that's coming up, because the 12th house can bring up some heavy stuff, especially if there's grief with loss or family and that comes up right now. That might be what you spend your money on, which is actually amazing. I know not everyone has money to do it, but like, if there's some money being spent here, and I see it being towards a better future. We have Scorpio. That's the full moon that just happened. 11th house. And Jupiter, yes. You're going to expand your social circle. You're going to feel less alone, like I was thinking you would. And with Scorpio, I feel like that sometimes can mean like other people's money and like other people's stuff, like inheritance, taxes, like death sometimes. So maybe, I think a lot of you, there's something dark and hidden that has been keeping you from expanding your life and your world, and you're going to work on that, and you're going to, you know, that's coming up this eclipse season, but you're going to work on that. And once you do that work, you know, and maybe just even let go of the shame or whatever you think is like, you know, something you've been, the side of you people don't see, your shadow side is going to come up. And you're going to work on that. And when you do, your life is going to expand. And with the 11th house, it's like making like wishes come true. Like, you know, your life is going to, in 11, it's an angel number, you know, like, and it has to do with friendships, people, like recognition. I feel like you're like going to like open up your heart chakra. You're going to like open up, you know, and not be afraid of your wound, not be like ashamed of your past anymore. And you're going to, once you do that, you unlock yourself from and let yourself go from this island when you had like a boat the whole time or something. You know, you're going to realize like, you know what? After that, I'm like just coming up with excuses like, oh, I can't do that because I don't have money. I can't get, you know, blah, 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 whatever it is. And like, I don't have time to do this shit, or I don't know what, I'm just giving examples, but you're gonna overcome these blocks, and it's gonna somehow have to do with paying a little bit of money, but like, it's gonna help in the long run, and you're gonna make friends. Maybe it's joining a social group of some sort. I don't know, but you're definitely expanding your social circle, and releasing these blocks are going to make your wishes and dreams come true. And I think you're going to become more clear on what direction you even want to go in. So I really am seeing there's some new path for you that's going to be much better, and you're not going to feel as stuck. What else do we have for Sagittarius before my camera cuts out? Spirit, what else for Sagittarius for this May? Oh, 2 cards here. Journey and Privileged Lady. Journey makes me think of Sagittarius. You've been stuck too long. You're ready to go on a journey, and you have to start within. It's like a journey within. You figure out what's going on, deal with, you know, not deal with sounds weird, but like, you know, just accept yourself and your life and experience new things. Get out of this stuck state. And I think, you know how I was saying you might have to spend some money, but it's going to come back to you later on. I think this confirms that to me. I feel like you're going to, you know, eventually when you get out of this block, become more privileged in some way, whatever that means to you. Like, have more money, be able to travel more, be able to do the things you want to do. You're just gonna have to invest in yourself first, and then it's going to expand your world, and you're going to be able to go on journeys, to travel, to do whatever it is you want. And that is such a privilege to travel, I think. So that is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Definitely watch your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising if you want Venus. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment, like this video. Engagement really helps me out. If you're interested in paid readings, I offer them for $25. They're down below, or my email is down below if you want to check it out. But I'm really just so grateful you're here, and I hope you have a great rest of May and this eclipse season. Love you.